UFC 321 is this weekend. We're going to go through the entire main card, giving you my picks and predictions on who I think will win and why. If you want to skip to the main event, just go to the timestamp and click ahead. But without further ado, the first fight on the main card, Aleksandar Rakić versus Azamat Murzakanov. I'm picking Azamat Murzakanov by first round knockout. I think Aleksandar Rakić is a bit overrated. I feel like every time he faces a striker, he just gets blown up on the feet. He doesn't really throw any combinations, and the only thing he does throw are leg kicks, and that's when he gets caught on the feet every single time. For someone who is the dark horse in the light heavyweight division, Aleksandar Rakić has not won a fight since 2021, and maybe it's time for him to get a win. Maybe it's due. Maybe he can beat Murzakanov, but he's a wrestler. He doesn't really strike on the feet, and if he does, it looks horrible. I feel like he doesn't really have good boxing combinations. He doesn't really close the distance well. And Murzakanov has insane power. This dude is like Derek Lewis in the light heavyweight version, you know? I'm picking Murzakanov to win. I don't think Rakić is really that guy that people think he is. The best win on his record is against Thiago Santos. And I know you can't really say anything about Murzakanov because he doesn't have any like high names on his record, but he's undefeated. He's 15-0. He hasn't lost. So, you know, he hasn't gotten that opportunity yet to get that name. And I think Rakić will be that name for Murzakanov. I think he is the knockout guy, and I think he knocks out Rakić in the first round. It could go to the second round. Rakić, you know, is pretty explosive. He can grapple a little bit, but Rakić likes to gas out after the first round. I don't think his grappling is as good as people say it is because I've yet to seen him hold someone down and actually torment them on the ground. So I'm picking Azamat Murzakanov to win, first round knockout, and I think Rakić goes to a 4-fight losing streak. Going into the next fight, this is actually my second favorite fight on the card behind the main event because whoever wins this is next in line for the heavyweight belt. Aleksandar Volkov versus Jailton Almeida. I'm picking the underdog in this fight. I'm picking Aleksandar Volkov to beat Jailton Almeida. I think a lot of people look at Volkov and think we've seen the best of him. There's no new tricks that he can add. I think people think he's a striker. He lost against Ciryl Gane and, you know, he's too old and that's it for him. And I think people are wrong about him. I think Jailton Almeida is a good wrestler, and I think he is very underrated. I actually made a video not too long ago about my top 5 most underrated fighters, and Jailton Almeida was on that list. But I think Volkov is sneaky, and he might actually end up submitting Jailton Almeida. And I know that's crazy to say because Volkov is known as this long, rangy striker that, you know, he's not really known for his finishes. He's just known to outpace people, outstrike them, kind of overwhelm them, but he's not really a knockout artist. Volkov, for those who don't know, has been working on his jiu-jitsu a lot. And over this past year, he did a tour in the United States, a NAGA championship tour. For those of you who don't know, NAGA is North American Grappling Association. There's medals back there. I'm a gold medalist in NAGA, you know, regional scene, not to brag or anything. But Volkov has been doing these tournaments over the past year, and I know it's not much to say, like all their regional scenes, a UFC champion or a fighter should easily be able to win them, but he's still working on his jiu-jitsu game, and I think he has some tools in his bag and his game that could surprise Jailton Almeida. Jailton Almeida might shoot in for a single leg or something, and Volkov could slip in like a Darce or something. He's got long arms. He can maybe catch him with a 10-finger guillotine or something, maybe even go for a head-arm choke. I think Volkov has more tricks in his bags than people think. I don't think he's just a long, rangy striker, and that's why I'm picking him to beat Jailton Almeida. Now, Jailton Almeida is a great wrestler. He likes to overwhelm people, and he likes to finish people. If Jailton Almeida gets Volkov to the ground, he can easily finish him without a doubt, right? I'm not saying that, but I think Volkov, with his experience, his range, his height, I think he can keep Jailton Almeida off of him a little bit. If Volkov throws a lot of leg kicks, teeps to the body, I think Almeida will respect that a little bit. And if Volkov gets his back to the cage, if hypothetically Jailton Almeida shoots on him and Volkov's back is to the cage, I do think Volkov can surprise Jailton Almeida and catch him with a submission. But I'm picking a decision win. I think this is going to be a 29-28 victory for Volkov. I can see Jailton Almeida winning the first round, taking Volkov down easily and just holding out the round. Then rounds 2 and 3, I think Volkov will kind of be a little aggressive, making sure that his back is off the cage, throwing the teeps, throwing the body kicks, and getting Jailton Almeida to back up and just landing a ton of strikes. I'm picking Volkov for the underdog pick. That's who I think will win. The next fight, a banger fight right here. Umar Nurmagomedov versus Mario Bautista. Mario Bautista is a huge underdog in this fight, and he should be a plus 455 because Umar Nurmagomedov is a dog. What he has done in the UFC so far has been impressive, and his finishes too, like especially against Tony Barcelos, like amazing finish. Like Umar is a good fighter. What he did to Corey Sandhagen, take him down 5 times and just brutally beat him up all 5 rounds. I don't think people are giving Umar Nurmagomedov enough credit because he lost to Merab. I think that put a stain on him, and a lot of people are just overlooking Umar, but Umar is a good fighter. A lot of people think he's going to beat Mario Bautista. I think Bautista is a good fighter. I think he's on like a 7 or 8 fight win streak. He's coming off the good win against Patchy Mix. Actually, he's coming off the one against Patchy Mix, then Jose Aldo, Ricky Simon, Damone Blackshear. Mario Bautista is ranking up some good wins, but I just don't think his like technical aspect, his game is going to be able to match Umar. And Mario Bautista is probably a slick BJJ artist. He probably has good defensive grappling, but I do think it's going to be a big level difference between Umar and Mario Bautista. What Umar did to Corey Sandhagen is just like levels different. And I think Umar was close to beating Merab if it wasn't for Merab just constantly shooting on Umar. And I don't think Mario Bautista is going to shoot on Umar Nurmagomedov. And, you know, when you look at Mario Bautista versus Patchy Mix, I think if Umar would have fought Patchy Mix, he would have finished him in the first round. If I got to be brutally honest. I don't think Mario Bautista has the finishing ability to surprise Umar. And that's why I'm picking Umar Nurmagomedov. If Mario Bautista was a better finisher, maybe a slick grappler or could knock somebody out in one punch, I would probably favor him to beat Umar. But I haven't seen that yet. I haven't seen Mario Bautista surprise me at all. So I'm picking Umar Nurmagomedov, and I think he could finish Mario Bautista. Umar is really good on the feet. He is more technical and explosive than people think. He throws a lot of body kicks. He's a switch stance fighter, and he's very exciting. And I'm picking Umar to beat Mario Bautista. I think this will be a decision win, 30-27 across the scoreboards. And I think after this, he'll go right back in the title shot. The next fight, this is going to be a terrible fight. We have Hammerhead Shark Virna Jandiroba taking on Mackenzie OnlyFans Dern. I've got no hate towards Mackenzie Dern, even though she's somehow Brazilian, her accent has changed 30 times since 2012. I'm picking Virna Jandiroba. I think she will easily beat Mackenzie Dern. People want to keep talking about, Mackenzie Dern's grappling is so good. Her jiu-jitsu is so dominant. Bruh. She falls over when she has back. She makes the simplest mistakes in the grappling department, which I'm like, how? She can't strike. Her best striking performance is against Angela Hill, where, come on, it's Angela Hill. She's ranked like 15th. I think Virna Jandiroba has gotten a lot better since the first time her and Mackenzie Dern has fought. I think when you look at the games and who has improved the most, yes, Mackenzie Dern has sharpened her skills a little bit. I think overall Virna Jandiroba has gotten just a lot better when it comes to experience, the overall striking and grappling combination where she can disguise her grappling. Her clinch game has gotten a lot better, and her striking has gotten a lot better too. It's a lot cleaner. She's not just like throwing outside. The first time Virna Jandiroba and Mackenzie Dern fought, Virna was really sloppy on the feet, and I feel like she's cleaned up her punches. And I'm just, dude, come on, that eye, when you got an eye like this, you can throw from all different angles. It's hard for someone to hit you when you're cross-eyed like that. You know, I'm picking Virna Jandiroba. She is the underdog of plus 130, which is crazy because Mackenzie Dern, I think this is just a publicity stunt thing for the UFC because Mackenzie Dern, she's young, she's hot, she's a face for the women's UFC. It's the first time probably since, I don't know, Ronda maybe, I don't know, that someone's actually looked decent as a champion. I don't know. Valentina's pretty hot, and Alexa Grasso looks good, but they're just putting Mackenzie Dern here because she looks good. That's it. And I think Virna is just a better fighter. Don't ever. Also, when a women's fighter looks like a man, the skill points go up by 10. And look at her haircut. Come on, just look at her body. She kind of look. If I were to switch out her face or like block out her face, you would think it's a guy. Okay, so I'm picking Virna Jandiroba. I think she has secret eye powers. I think she's going to hit shots from all different angles. I think she's going to out-grapple Mackenzie Dern. I don't think she cares about being in her guard. I think Mackenzie Dern is going to make a lot of mistakes in this fight, and this is going to be a boring decision win. I think this is going to be like Rose and Carla Esparza 2, where nothing really happened. I think Virna Jandiroba beats Mackenzie Dern on the feet. Mackenzie Dern is going to shoot 20 times, get stuck in turtle. Virna is just going to throw hammer fist, not implement the grappling because she probably doesn't want to get caught in like an armbar or something. So I'm picking Virna Jandiroba. I think she'll win a easy decision, 49-46. Maybe Mackenzie Dern wins one round because she takes the back of Virna and has a body triangle all around. But I'm picking Virna. I don't think Mackenzie Dern is as good as people say she is. And I think Virna is just overall a better fighter. Now, finally, going to the main event. The champ is here. Tom Aspinall versus Ciryl Gane. I'm picking Tom Aspinall. I think he mops the floor against Ciryl Gane. I think Ciryl Gane is the most overrated fighter in the UFC. Go check out my overrated video list. I posted it like a couple weeks ago. Ciryl Gane's number 1 on that list. When he came into the UFC, the whole thing about him was he's so athletic, he's so fast. Oh my God, his striking is so good. But then you look at his opponents and you're like, oh yeah, they're all fat slobs. No wonder he looks so fast. He's fighting Tai Tuivasa. He's fighting Sergey Spivak. No wonder he looks so fast. The guys he's fighting against are 400 pounds and they're slow and they're striking his ass. Ciryl Gane, every time he has fought someone good, he's gotten beat. And it's crazy. Francis Ngannou out-grappled Ciryl Gane because Ciryl Gane was making fighting IQ mistakes. And this is what's crazy. This is why I'm picking Tom Aspinall. Ciryl Gane got whooped by John Jones. John Jones doesn't finish guys. And he finished Ciryl Gane. Pause. I mean, John Jones probably likes to finish guys off. You know what I mean? Different story. But John Jones finished Ciryl Gane in like 2 minutes. John Jones is, come on. What are we talking about? I'm not hating on John Jones or anything, but Ciryl Gane just like gave up. And I think that same thing is going to happen against Tom Aspinall. I think Tom Aspinall is just so much better than Ciryl Gane. Ciryl Gane, when he has to face someone that's as fast as him, as good as him, he just makes mistakes. He falls apart, you know? And don't forget, he got dropped by Tai Tuivasa, who has power, right? So Tom Aspinall, he equals the speed of Ciryl Gane. His fight time is insane. He's faster. He has the power. And his grappling, like this dude is a real BJJ black belt submission artist. He has insane grappling. And I don't think Tom Aspinall is going to be afraid to strike with Ciryl Gane. If Tom Aspinall is going to exchange punches with Sergey Pavlovich, then he's going to exchange punches with Ciryl Gane. You know, I think Ciryl Gane might land some good punches, some good kicks, but I think Tom Aspinall is just a way better fighter than Ciryl Gane. I think Ciryl Gane is massively overhyped. I don't think he is that good. I stand by that because he hasn't beaten anybody where I'm like, okay, that's respect. Like that's a really good win, and that's a championship win. You know, I just haven't seen it. I don't think Ciryl Gane is as good as people say he is. He fights fat slobs in the heavyweight division. And his whole thing was, oh, he's so fast, he's so quick. It doesn't look like he's a heavyweight. It's like, okay, now have him go against another heavyweight that looks just like that has the same attributes: fast, quick, strong, athletic. Then it comes to skills. I think Tom Aspinall has better skills than Ciryl Gane. I think his grappling is 10 out of 10. His jiu-jitsu is 10 out of 10. His striking, Tom Aspinall probably has like a 7 out of 10 striking. He has good power, but he leaves his chin up sometimes. He has good combinations, good counter punches. Ciryl Gane's like a 9 out of 10. He has really good Muay Thai. He clinches really well, but his grappling and jiu-jitsu is a 1 out of 10. He knows how to do a triangle maybe. That's a 1 point, but I think Tom Aspinall beats Ciryl Gane. I think he shoots on him constantly. He'll probably exchange a little bit, but I think Tom Aspinall takes this to the ground quickly against Ciryl Gane. Beats him in the first round. I think this goes maybe 3 minutes. And then Tom Aspinall is going to be facing either John Jones at the White House next or Alex Pereira. Either or I'm fine with, but that's my predictions for this entire main card. I will be making a separate video where I go more into Tom Aspinall versus Ciryl Gane, so make sure you check that out. But I hope you enjoyed this breakdown. I hope you enjoyed my picks. Be sure to like, comment who you think is going to win UFC 321, and subscribe. It really helps out a lot. For more videos like this, see you in the next one.